All right, guys. So the coordinate plane, you know the coordinate plane, your old friend. You've been using it for years now, right? So let's just quickly make sure that we're all on the same page as far as all of its pieces and parts. So it's really just two number lines. I don't know if you ever thought about it this way, but it's really just two number lines that both meet at 0. That's all. And what's that special name we have for this point in the middle? It's called the... Shout it out to me, people. I know you know. Thank you. I got it in the chat at least. Origin. Origin, sure, of course, the origin. Okay, that thing is the origin. And then your two number lines, you have one that's horizontal. We refer to that one as the x-axis. And then the one that goes up and down, of course, is your y-axis. All right, as you can see, your two number lines divide the entire plane, because remember, planes never end, they go on forever in both directions, but it's going to divide the plane into 4 quadrants, we call them. That prefix quad meaning 4, right? So I have these 4 regions, the upper right, the upper left, the bottom right. We have a number, we just call them quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4, but we need to make sure that we start with quadrant 1 in the right spot. Where does quadrant 1 go? Unmute yourself and tell me, or send it to me in the chat. Which one is quadrant 1? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right?
Top right.
Where? Thank you, top right. This one is always quadrant 1. Another weird thing when we do quadrants, it's very common that we use Roman numerals instead of like the regular numbers. I don't know why. So I'm so sorry. I always think that my phone is off and then it never is. It's off now. Okay. And then where's quadrant 2? Top left, exactly. You go counterclockwise for the quadrants. So this one would be quadrant 2. And then you just keep going all the way around. Quadrant 3. And then you all know that in Roman numerals, quadrant 4 is going to be IV, right? So those are our 4 quadrants. Q just standing for quadrant, obviously. And then how do we navigate this whole system? We use ordered pairs. Okay, we always put them in parentheses. That's crucial. If you don't put an ordered pair in parentheses, no one knows that it's an ordered pair, right? No one has any idea. If I just say to you, 01518, those numbers mean nothing to you until I tell you it's a zip code, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, okay, that's the zip code of Brookfield. That's where the school is. So, or no, Fiskdale. I guess that's Fiskdale's zip code. 01518. I only know it because of the school. But anyway, what is Brookfield's then? I should know Brookfield. What's Brookfield's?
1906.
Oh.
Yeah,
that sounds, yes, that's right. That's right. Okay. Gotcha. Anyway, so ordered pairs, you have to put them in parentheses. Then now it has meaning. Now, if I see 2 numbers listed in parentheses like this, I immediately know that it's an ordered pair. Without the parentheses, you're just listing off random numbers and no one knows what you mean. So the first number is always the x value. So this tells you where to go on the x coordinate. Or on x-axis, sorry. So I always start by either going left or right, because remember, this is just a number line. So these are going to be positive numbers. These are going to be negative numbers. Actually, I'll put a couple on there. This is always 0 in the middle, right? So you got your negatives over here. You got your positives over here. right? So if my first number is negative, I'm going to the left. If my first number is positive, I'm going to the right, wherever it tells me to go. And then obviously the y is going to tell me where to go on the y-axis. So if it's positive, I'm going up. If it's negative, I'm going down. Easy peasy, right? It's always, I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's teaching us this again. But you'd be surprised how many kids actually have it in their brains backwards. And they're doing the Y's first and then the X's. And I don't want you doing that. You're going to mess everything up for yourself. So it is worth taking a few minutes to just make sure that we're all on the same page. You have to go left or right first, and then you go up or down, depending on what your numbers are, right? Okay, so I am going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do it both ways real quick. I'm going to give you, how do I want to start? I'll give you some values. You tell me where to plot it, and then I'll give you some plots, and you tell me what the ordered pair is. We'll go each way, and then we're done. That's it. That's all we got to do today. So I already have, I know you guys don't have graph paper at home probably, or if you do, great. I happen to, this is my, my brother-in-law, like, has all these notepads because this is his, I don't know if he has something to do with this company, but I forget what it is. So he gave me all these notepads and I'm like, they're perfect. Okay, so let's start by, I'm going to give you a bunch of ordered pairs. You tell me where to go. So let's put A at 2, 3. We'll put B at 0, 1. C, I want it at -2, 1. D, we will place at -1, -3. Okay, so there are my 4 points that I want to plot. So I'm going to call on you at random to tell me where to go. Okay, so let's try this. Let's get your popsicle sticks back out. So if I'm going to plot A, where do I go, Ryan?
X2.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to 2 on the X value and on the X axis and then go where?
And then 3 on the Y.
Yes, right there. That's it. There's A. So you go to the right 2 and then up 3. Done. How do I handle B that has 0, 1? Oh, they're not here. Evan, how do I plot point B?
0 over 1 up.
Yes, I don't go left to right at all. If that first number is 0, it means I just don't move left to right, but then he's exactly right that I just go up 1 on my y-axis. So that would be my location for B. Good. C, where will I go for point C? They're not, well, I always pick the people that aren't here. Jay, tell me where I go for C. You're close. I'm not going to go down. The first you got to go left or right. So since that's going to be a -2, I go left 2, and then this, and then where do I go? Careful. It's a positive 1. Yeah, so I'm going to go left 2, up 1, and that's where my point C will be. Good. Okay, and then letter D. Where do I go for that, Marissa? Oh, I already picked you, but you can go again.
All right, so go to the left a little bit. And then down 3.
You got it. That's it. So notice, guys, every time you do this, you're starting at the origin, right? You start at the origin and then just do what it tells you to do. The origin, by the way, is just the ordered pair 0, 0. So that one, if you ever have to plot that, it's just literally 0, 0. That's it. Okay, now we're going to try and go the other way. I'm going to give you a grid, and I'll give you all the dots, and you tell me what their coordinate is. Okay, so give me 1 second to draw that. See if I can sneak it over here. I really need a ruler. Well, I kind of have one with the protractors. I just need a ruler that I can grab whenever I need it. I had one. It was clear, and then I broke it. Now I don't. I have like 10,000 rulers, right? But why don't I have one right here at my desk? I don't know. Great question. Make this a little darker. All right, so let me plot a couple points and you tell me where they are. Let's do A right there. Let's have B here. C here, and maybe D there. Okay, so here are the 4 points that I have now. I already have them plotted. I want you to tell me what their ordered pair is. So let's see, picking up where I left off. A, what is the coordinate for A, Jeremy?
Coordinate for, I'm gonna count them. 5? I can't count it there. Is that 5?
It's 4.
It's so small for me.
So it's going to be 4 what?
4. Oh, 0, 4. No, 4, 0.
Yeah, that's it. 4, 0. Be careful. You don't want to go the other way. So A is going to be at 4, 0. Because I'm going 4 out to the right, and then I'm not going up or down at all. So my Y value in this case would just be 0. All right, B, let's see if we can squeeze. I'm just going to list them all over here. B, what is the coordinate for B? Michael?
1, 3.
That's it. 1, 3. Nice and easy. I went to the right one and I went up 3. So 1, 3. What is C? Tom?
-1, -2.
That's it. -1, -2. Let me trying to get it so I can fit it in here. C is at -1, -2. And last one, D is Zoe's not here. Lily, where is D? Oh, you sent it to me in the chat already. 0, -3 is correct. All right. Easy peasy, right? Right? Yes. You guys are old pros at the coordinate plane. And if you're not, okay, fine. Then today is your day that you get good at it and then you never mess it up again. I have faith. I know you're going to get these spot on. So let me now turn to your homework because that's it for the notes. That's all we had to do, right? I told you today it was going to be easy. So let me go ahead and grab this because I do want to show you it's a little bit different today. All right, let me share the screen with you and we'll talk our way through this a little bit. So when you log in, you're going to see 2 blue assignments. 2! The first one is just the coordinate plane stuff that we just did. This should not take you terribly long, right? That'll be very quick. And then I do have a practice quiz for you. I would like you to complete both of these things, hopefully before the end of class. The practice quiz I like because I'm going to be right here. You can ask me any questions right now because remember, we don't have a lot of time tomorrow. So if you see something on the practice quiz that you don't know how to do, you should ask me right now, okay? Or, you know, I mean, not right this second, but during today's class. So when you are plotting these points, though, let me just go over this because this is new on Delta Math, right? So we're going to click the first section. You're literally going to see as I move my mouse around, there's this little tiny gray dot. You're going to have the same thing. So you're just going to touch 0, 3 would be right there for me. It'll turn, you click it or you tap it on your screen and it's going to turn yellow. All right. So if it's where I want it to be and everything's good, I'm going to hit submit. If you messed up or, you know, you didn't click it in the right spot, you just click the dot again and you can. So if I wanted to plot 0, 4 and I accidentally put it, I don't know, there. Oops, that's obviously not right. Just come on over and click it again, and then you can pick it up and move it. All right, so that's the first one. You only have to do 5 of those. And then this is the same thing, but now I've changed the scale on you a little bit. Oh, okay, 968. I'm trying to plot here, right? Now, 9, I've got that, but 68, excuse me, you're just giving it your best approximation. It's going to accept, I mean, if you don't land exactly out in 68, it's going to take it just fine. I just know, all right, I need to be a little bit below the 70. So I'm just going to click and yeah, that looks about right. So I hit submit and it should take it just fine. Yes. Okay, I'll do one more. Let me zoom in a bit too, because I know you guys tell me that you can't see. Hopefully that's better. So I'm trying to plot 1, 26. So let's see. I would obviously go over to 1 and then 26. I want to be just above that 25, right? So I don't know, just about there is fine. Okay, so that's that section. Then identifying points, this is where it's going to switch the other way. So it's going to give you some random point and you need to type in down here, its ordered pair. So you'll notice it already has the parentheses and the comma for you. So you're literally just putting in the numbers. So make sure you're doing left or right first, the X value. So that would be -6 in this case. And then the Y value is -4. Easy peasy. Got it? Got it. All right. And you just have to do 5 of those. And then what's level 2 here? Oh, yeah. So this one, they just didn't label every single line. So they only labeled, you know, 5, 10. But obviously they're each one. So this one's just going to be at 0, because I'm not moving left or right, -6. And that's it. Okay. And then when you, whoa, geez, my keyboard almost fell over. So that's that assignment that'll take you, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, if that. So there's this, right? And then I want you to come right into this practice quiz. And you're going to take it just like a practice quiz. I don't think it's going to give you a score until you're done. I don't think it'll tell you every time. Let me try. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, the rational, irrational. I know that one's rational because of the decimal that ends or terminates. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't tell you your answer until you're done with all of them. Ooh, just like your quiz tomorrow, right? You're not going to know until you're done. So give this a shot. Let me know if you have any questions, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So could everybody please go on to Delta Math at this time? And I do want you to do the coordinate plane stuff first. And then we'll do the practice quiz. Okay? Okay. I think I'm going to put you guys in breakout rooms too, just so I can hop around and talk to people as needed. Okay? So when you, oh, let me stop the recording. We don't